Like we have to post the customer invoice. How to post the customer invoice in SAP? Just you will see this is the transaction code FB70. So just I want to minimize it and I want to open the SAP. If you see here, this is the end user stream. In the end user stream, what we have to do is like we are going to post one customer invoice. How to post the customer invoice means like without doing the configuration, without doing the customer master data, you can't post. End user can't post the transaction. So you see here like a slash n FB70 is the transaction code. Just press enter. And if you see here, the company code is what? Our company code BAJM. BAJM. Just press enter. So if you see here, choose a customer. So if you see here, the customer list will appear. So over here, within the customer, you choose one of the customer. Our customer is Ashmita Enterprises. So when was date, today's date, 2025. So if you see here, the document type is nothing but DR. DR is nothing but D for customer, R for invoice. So if you see here transaction, which type of transaction we are doing? Invoice. In invoice, which type of document we are seeing? Customer invoice we are posting. Okay. So the document type is nothing but a DR. It is predefined by the SAP. DR means customer invoice. Okay. So if you see here, the text amount, how much of the invoice you are raising. So we'll suppose 1 lakh rupees. And text. What is the text? Invoice. Or as per your convenience. So what will be the unit? Sales revenue. Sales revenue. Great. So how much amount? 1 lakh. Down text. Just copy this. We can paste it over here. So if you see here, what we are going to do is like we have been given the details of like we are like posting a customer invoice by giving the customer account debit to sales revenue credit. So what's the amount? 1 lakh rupees. So just press enter. If you press enter, or like we are for whom we are posting the invoice like Ashmita Enterprises. So if you see here, we are going to document simulate to see the accounting entry. So what is the accounting entry? This is the header data consisting of which type of document we are posting? Customer invoice. Number has not been generated. Why? Because we are just seeing the accounting entry. So company code BAGM is on recording. Yes. Company code for BAGM and physical year 2025 and document date is today's date and posting date is today's date. Period is 07 and document currency is INR. So if you see here, item 1 and item 2, line item 1 and line item 2. So Ashmita Enterprises, like what? Debited. Like because we just raised the invoice. Ashmita Enterprise invoice. Smith Enterprises debited with the 1 lakh. If you see here, the posting fees has been given by the SAP. We have been given the debit only. So 01 is the debit posting fee for the customer. 01 debit posting fee. So Smith Enterprise has been debited with the 01 posting fee. It's also system derived only. Posting fees 01 debit for the customer and sales revenue is the GL account which was been created as 4,000. 50 is the credit posting fee. So sales revenue has been created with the 1 lakh. So this is the minus balance is showing. So what we have to do? We have to save it. Document was being posted in the company code BSA. Okay. Now we have to see the report line slash n FBL5 and just press enter. So if you see here company code BAJM and customer account for which customer we want to see the just use the customer details over there. Our BP is 841 and this thing like customer is this number. BP is 841. Okay, just click here and just press enter. Just execute it. If you execute it, then the system will be showing one item displayed for the customer 8800000011. Customer number, company code BIJM, name is Ashmita Enterprises, city Bangalore. So which document number it was been generated? 1016. And type is DR. DR is nothing but D for customer, R for invoice. So DR, customer invoice, we have been posted. In which date we have been posted? Document date is today's date and local currency amount is this 1 lakh rupees INR. So if you want to add some more fields here, like for suppose, you can go with the change layout. In change layout, these are hidden fields. These are display fields. Whatever the display here is coming, here is there. So we need to add some more fields from hidden fields to this particular fields as per the requirement. So what you want to add, you have to see once and you have to move from here to here. So if you see here, you need to see the company code first of all. In this row, you can select it. So I will show you. Net due date for suppose net due date. So if you see here, you can view and select this and where you want in this particular things after the posting date reference. So here I want to give just click here, it will move. And if you want to go with this thing reference, just move here. Reference we don't need. So if you see a net due date is there. So likewise you have to move whatever the things is there, you have to move. So posting key, if you want the posting key here, yes, we need the posting key. Just select this posting key and where you want, you can click it. So if you see here, local currency before, if you want, just select this and push this button here. So if you see here, it was maintained. Then we have to copy. If you see here, the document type is KR. Now layout was applied. Now we have to save the layout. Layout already exists. Okay, we have to save the layout. If you see here and refresh, it will come. Then come back. Thanks. Our posting key has been given 01. It wasn't given by us. And one more thing, what we have been given. So we'll see. Here some fields are there. And attitude was came here. If you see here, net due date come here. So what we have to do, posting key 01 debit, this customer was been debited and net due date is today's date. Why? Because today only we have been, we have not given any terms of payment like 0001 we have given immediate, it was been shown the net due date. That likewise we have to change the layout. Okay. Understood? Yes, sir. Next we have been received the payment from the customer /n f dash 28 just plus. So document date is November 13 10 2025. If you see here the bank details, to bank you are paying 1000 is a GL account. How much amount have been paid? You have to give that amount 1 lakh rupees. And if you see here the amount received against the invoice. Account for which account? Bangalore. Process. You see here against which invoice it was been taken as a incoming payment. 1016 is the DR. DR means customer invoice and today's date the posting is 01. It was been debited to the customer and we are going to do the payment against this invoice. So 10,000 has been assigned to this particular invoice and it will show in the 0. So what we are going to do, just left click here and document will come and go to simulate button And after that, you can see the accounting entry with the header data, document date, posting date, and type, which type of document it is, DZ. D for customer, Z for payment. We have been, this customer payment has been done. So we in post incoming payment. So we are posting the incoming payment came from the customer for the company called BAJM, and for fiscal year 2025, transaction date this. And if you see here, the posting key, like through HDFC Bank, we have been received the amount. So customer has been given the amount 1 lakh rupees, and it was been debited to our bank account. So what will be the accounting entry? HDFC Bank account debit. HDFC Bank is the GL account. The debit fee for GL account is 40, and Ashmita Enterprises or customer. So he has been given. So we have to credit the Ashmita Enterprises 15. So in earlier step, what I have been told, the debit posting fee for customer is 01 and credit posting fee for customer is 15. We have to write it on piece of paper 1 and 15 for this customer. So this is document type is DZ. So what we have to do, we have to save it. The document number was being generated. So if you see here, what we are going to do in nothing but how to see this thing /n FBL5N is the transaction code. So we have to see. No items were been there. There is no outstanding amount has to be receivable from this particular customer. So we have to go with the cleared item and you have to execute it. Then you can see the 1 lakh minus 1 lakh. If you see here, the posting key is also being displayed over here. The posting key debit is 201 and posting key, the payment is going to 15. So 1 is debit and 15 is the credit. If you see here, the document numbers are two numbers, different numbers have been generated for the invoice of DR 1016 and DZ 1017. It has been invoice post raised. This is the way to do the posting of the invoice, sorry, incoming payment. Okay, sorry, getting same
Yes,
like
sir.
if you see here /n FB03. If you want to see the all the documents when customer related invoices you have been posted till now, just remove this like document number and you have to use the fiscal year 2025 and just go to the document list and you have to mention the fiscal year again 2025 2025 and document type is DZ. DZ is ultimate customer payment. DZ is a customer payment. Now we have to see the DR first. So how many customer invoices till now you have been posted? If you want to see the list, you have to go with the B03 and you have to give the financial year and company code and you have to give the which type of document DR. DR means ultimate customer invoice. So you have to go and execute it. Then the list of the documents will be when list of document you have been posted for the customer invoices, it will be shown as per the company code. One document is till now we have been posted 1016, year is 2025, type is DR, and document date and all those things will be shown. If you have been posted so many documents, then it will be showing all the documents. Based on that, you can open the document by double clicking over here and you can see the line item wise and header data. So if you want to see by whom it was been posted, when it was been posted, what is the transaction code uses, you have to click on this particular header hat symbol and you can see the particular things elaborately. So this is the customer invoice and it is, if you see here, document date, posting date and period and in currency INR, what is the transaction like table BKPF and header part. And if you see here by whom it was been posted, so this 01 is my user ID. Within my user ID, I have been posted. Entry date is today's date and the transaction code is at this 70 and time of entry is nothing but 17:18 minutes 18 seconds. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Likewise, if you see here, GZ also, you can do the GZ and just execute it and you can see here. This is the accounting entry right now we have been done. Likewise, you can see if you want to see the /n FAGLB03, just press enter. And you want to see the account number, which account number you want to see. For suppose, mm, just select this chart of accounts, you do BAJM and just press enter. In BAGM, what you are going to see sales revenue is a GL. Just execute it. All right. In the month of 7. So if you start from April first month, May, June, July, August, September, October. This is the October month, 7th month has been taken as system. In 7th month, you create, if you see here, 1 lakh rupees is there. If you just double click here, it will move to the screen and it is the thing. Okay. Sales revenue has been created. Or likewise, you can see. If you don't see the bank, you can do the bank. Just execute it. It will show you how much the amount is available. This another month is not checking, and this is the balance. So you can see. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We go for the next topic. What is the topic? Customer down payment. What do you customer down payment is nothing but a receivable in advance we have been received, so it is the liability for us, and we are giving some services to the particular party. So before starting the services, we have been asked advance for the party, and it is receivable for us advance. So we have to see what the scenario. So how to see the scenario? Like if you see here, excuse me. Customer down payment means advance received from the customer. The configuration steps we have to perform is nothing but we have to create the down payment reconciliation account for the customer. Can link the down payment reconciliation account with the normal customer reconciliation account OBXR. Same as like a vendor down payment. Here we receive the amount from the customer. There we have been given the advance to the vendors. That's the difference. So we will see how it will be. Okay. So just you need to create the FS00. FS00 is to create the GL account slash and FS00, just press enter. And if you see here, our company code is nothing but BAGM, correct? Yes,
Yes, sir.
BAGM, no? Yes. Just I want to create one GL account that is nothing but 2003 and just press enter. And I'm going to create this as a asset balance sheet item, not asset liabilities. So advance received no in on or before. So we have to do the AR DP refund account. Okay. And we have to just control data. In control data, what we have to do, we have to do as a which reconciliation account is the customer reconciliation account. Just come down and you have to give this OTP. You have to give this OTP 001 and create bank interest. Currency and now is defined. Where it is? Currency and not defined. INR. You always keep INR. Okay. Create bank interest. It means and what is the reconciliation account? Please check us where please check us group. We have to G067. Just save it. And what we have to do next step, like what? I will open the document also. To see here, job is done. FS00. And this is like a customer. Only mention over here. Customer we are doing. Okay. Link down payment reconciliation account with the customer reconciliation account. OBXR is the transaction code. Slash n OBXR. Just if you see here, so if you see here again, D for customer, A is a special GL indicator acts between the customer and down payment. A is nothing but a special GL indicator. You can call it down payment. And what we are down payment, we are doing customer down payment. So we have been received the down payment from the customer, and how the system will know that we have to configure that, and A acts as a special GL indicator and it's showing the customer down payment account. You have to double click over here to the chart of accounts and you have to view the reconciliation account with the special GL indicator. So if you see here in the document, just verify once and a down payment. So if you see here, double click on the special GL indicator A and link the customer master reconciliation account with the down payment reconciliation account as shown below. Do not enter anything in the planning field level. So if you see here what we are going to do is nothing, but we have to go with the, first of all, we have to do the normal AR reconciliation account which was been created by us. So AR reconciliation account, where is that AR reconciliation? Did we create the AR reconciliation account? AP, accounts receivable. With this, just now we have been created the down payment reconciliation account of customer. So just click here, your down payment. That's it. If you see here the chart of accounts, in chart of accounts, we have been created one GL account. That GL account in the chart of account, that is customer down payment reconciliation. Here we are linking with the D is the customer, A is the down payment. So A acts as a down payment for the customer. Through this particular down payment reconciliation, we have been given the GL account over here. Just save it. I have to save it. Okay. So what we have to do, then we have to perform the end user tasks. So what is the end user means, like first of all we have been received the advance from the customer. How to post the advance from the customer? F-29 is the transaction code, /n, F-29 is the transaction code, and document date is today's date. Account. What's the account number? Customer account number. We have to choose the customer. Why? Because we have been received from the customer. So we have to credit the customer and debit the bank. So who is the customer? Ashmita. Just press enter and you have to do as a means it is a advance for us. If you see here advance D for customer down payment. You have to choose. So bank account. How we have been received to the bank. So we have to debit the bank. How much the amount we have been received? For suppose 50,000 advance, 50% for suppose. The text is you have to give here the advance received by customer 50%. Thus, you have to go with the new line item and you have to give the amount. In order to give the amount, you have to give the star over here. The amount will be copied from previous screen and you have to give the plus over there, just plus enter. The amount is copied from the previous screen and the text has been copied from previous screen. What we are going to do, you have to go with the document simulate. If you simulate it, then system will tell the document header date and the document header consisting of document date, posting date, which type of transaction, DZ. DZ is nothing but a customer payment. Is also customer payment, but it's an advance. How the system knows advance? By giving the special gene indicator here, the system understand that A is the advance for the customers. Why? Because we have been linked with the OBXR. No, OBXR we have been gone with the A to the customer. There we have been linked. So from there it will be understanding while posting this F-29 customer advances there. So company code BSAM and period is 7, currency is INR and physical is 2025 and transaction date is today's date. Line item as you can see. Line item 1 and line item 2. Line item 1 is nothing but HDFC Bank. So we have been received the amount from the customer through HDFC Bank. So bank was been debited with the 50,000 and the bank GL account now debit posting key is 40. For GL account debit posting is 40 and Ashmita Enterprises is a creditor. So vendor. So he has been debited. Why? Because he has been paid for us. So 19A is the advance like we have been received from the particular thing. 19A is the posting key. So you have to post it. Yes, the number was being generated. So how to see the report like FBL 5M. FBL 5M. Just press enter and you just press enter, give the customer account details and company code and just execute over here and it's showing no items. Why? Because like it's a what it is like we have been advanced issue, so it's not showing the advance. So what we have to do, we have to choose the special GL indicates GL transaction. This is a special GL transaction. Why? Because it's an advance, so you have to execute it. Then the system will show it as like customer number and company code and Ashmita Enterprises, Bangalore, and which document has been generated for DZ. DZ is nothing but a customer incoming payment, document date, and local currency is 50,000 and posting key is 19. So if you see here, this is the clearing document is not there, we in advance received. So we have to go for the layout in advance. Special GL indicator is there. No, you want to see the special GL indicator under which area you have to see. If you want to see as of document after the document type. So where is the document type? Just select this here and just push this button. So it will move to here. So after that, what you have to do, you have to copy it and you have to save the layout. Where is the save layout? This is the save layout. So you have to go with the save the layout. So what is the layout you are giving here and save it. Already exists. So what we have to do? We'll see. A has been came. Okay. So for A means what? Special GL indicator. So advance. That's the reason I have been taken the A as it's advance received from the customer 50,000. So B in advance received by the customer 50%. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we after finishing the work, we have to raise the invoice, 100% of the invoice. So how to close the invoice as I told you in 2 minutes back. Same F-70. So you have to go to the slash n FB70, just press enter. So here what you are going to see for a company BSAN company code, you are going to post the like a customer invoice. So who is our customer? Ashmita is our customer. So Ashmita Enterprise just select this and invoice date is today's date. But you can do the space bar, then you can select over there and what's the amount? 1 lakh rupees. So the text is nothing but like new invoice. No, it's not like it's like being invoice raised. Just what are the narration you can do? Sales revenue will be recorded. Just press enter. Just press enter. Sales revenue. And if you see here, one control C. The text is not in there. Control C. And you see here. Control V. Oh, it's not text we have to copy. Yeah. Just copy this text and paste the text over here. And if you see here, on the right, just press enter. 50,000 INR down payment exist. Yes, I get it. So go with the document and simulate it as usual. We have been seeing how the invoice is processed, saying like Ashmita Enterprises has been debited, sales revenue GL account debited with the posting P50, paid posting for GL account, and this is the customer debit is 01 is the posting fee, and now to save it. Okay. Just we want to go for the report and just go to the list and refresh it. Two line items will be there. So 50,000 rupees is the advance and the customer invoice is 1 lakh and 50,000 remaining amount has to become from the customer. This is the incoming payment. So we should receivable from the particular Ashmita Enterprises. So what we have to do after that we have been received one payment from the Ashmita. So we have been seeing all those things. Now yes, it's also we have been seeing the so if you see here, this was the remaining balance 50,000 is there. Here we are able to use the two transactions. First one is for advance payment and second one is for the customer invoice payment. Just I have been explained now that what it has been written over here. Make a customer payment. So we have been received the remaining balance of 50,000 from the customer. So how to post the transaction to SAP is nothing but F-28 is the transaction code. So if you see here, just I want to go to the screen and slash n F-28 is the transaction code, just press enter. And if you see here the document 13/10/2025, and if you see here the bank data is nothing but account. We have been received through the bank, so we are debiting the bank and how much we have been received, whatever the remaining balance 50,000 is there, we have been received from the customer. So if you see here, the text is nothing but like the amount received. Perfect. Full and final settlement. Okay. So from whom we have been received, so you have to create the customer. So you have to select this and you have to create the customer. Just press 19. And what we are going to do, just we have to give the special GL indicator A. the system will adjust this amount to the advance, and it will be splitting into three line items. One is advance, one is like the invoice, one is the balance amount. Okay, you have to see. So process open item, this is the one. You can see here 10,000, 50,000. We have been received the payment. So what about the 50,000? The 50,000 is the advance adjusting. So altogether 50, 50, 1 lakh it has been done. Okay. So you have to go with the document and you have to simulate it, and you will be generating the line items, three line items. One is like HDFC Bank 50,000. One is like this Asmita Enterprises 1 lakh has been raised as a in customer, we have been raised a customer invoice, posted the customer invoice 50,000, we have been paid. We received from the Ashmita. So if you see a 098, just we have to save it. Are you getting?
Yes, sir. Getting.
Yes. Go to the list, refresh it. No items were with that. If you want to see the cleared items and you have to go with these things, all the details will be mentioned over here. And the outstanding amount has to be no outstanding amount has to be received from the particular BAJM company code, the Ashmita Enterprises. So this is our customer. So no amount has to be received. So all the amount has been cleared. No outstanding amount has to be received from the Ashmita Enterprises. Understood? Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Understood.
Yes. Okay. And we have to go for the dunning. Shall we? Or tomorrow? Your wish.
We can do for 5 10 minutes.
Yes, we can go. We can go. That's what I'm telling. So we should not waste the time. Just so dunning means what? Dunning. DUNNING.
Dunning is sending reminder payments to
Yes,
customers.
exactly. You know. So dunning. So in SAP, the dunning is nothing but like a if the end users keep on posting the customer invoices like and they have been waiting for the payments like incoming payment that is receivable. So they keep on posting the invoices in the system by using the ERP SAP. So number of invoices will posting, but they don't know they to check with one by one parties and all what they will do nothing. But if the invoice is overdue, then if the system has to get the details of the particular thing like how many invoices has been overdue for the particular customer, and customer wise they can done it. So why they are going to done is nothing but some customer like we are sending the reminders like for suppose if you are having the postpaid or prepaid mobiles like even though you have been recharge your mobile, so 1 or 2 days like after like you are not been like just the reminder they will be sending the reminder that your like top up is getting like done. So if you want to do, you can do. This is the best plan, and for this particular plan, like you have been expiring the date, so they will remind us on or before. Likewise, if you see here, this is also like we won't do on or before, but the thing is like when the open item is like customer invoice has been overdue, then we tell the system to done means like to send the reminder for the customer stating that such and such invoice, such and such name, and with reference to this number. So your invoice has been overdue. So you such an amount, and if you have been paid, just ignore this. That's the text of the letter. Okay. So how the system will generate that means like if you are not been put the conditions like how many days it has to be done within the thing. So if the customer invoice is overdue, for how many days it has to done. So how many reminders we have to send, how much of grace period you have to set. These are all the things we have to do the configuration. That is nothing but a dunning procedure. In one, we put one name that is the dunning procedure. Under the certain conditions has to be applied. How we are going to apply means nothing. Business will do the details inputs about the thing. So you have to you have to create one procedure. And what are the procedure consisting of conditions? How many reminders we have to send? For suppose overdue item is there, so if we done one reminder, if we send, and after this, from this day onwards, how many days again we have to send the reminder. So we have to put it in conditions and we have to name as a dunning procedure. So whatever the dunning procedure we have been created for the particular customer, we have to assign the dunning procedure in the customer master. So when the user is keep on posting the customer invoice, the system will understand about this procedure. If it is overdue and the conditions are matching or not, then we have to do that configuration and we have to assign the configuration, which was the dunning procedure created by us, to the customer master data. In the customer master data for particular customer, the users keep on posting the transaction. The system background, it will check it when he is going to run the dunning. We can't do the running end user until unless we do the configuration. We have to set up the procedure and we have to assign the customer. Then only the system will calculate if the end user can run. So before running the dunning procedure, why they are running? In order to know that overdue items, line items like customer, to send the reminders. So we have to fix all those things by taking the business requirement. So that's the thing. So what we are going to do, we have to fix it. So if you see here, we are going to see what is done. Then you will be understanding. This is the done. We'll see the PPT. We'll do the configuration tomorrow. Just we have a brief on dunning, how it will be in the SAP. So if you see here, dunning, it is a process which is used to send a reminder to customers for their outstanding amounts. Okay. So if you see here, just leave it this thing PDF conversion role. And if you see here, dunning interval in there, how many days we have to done? First, suppose we are, so the end user has been done today. Some invoices has been generated overdue and it sent the reminders. And after the gap should be there days to days when he has to run. So we have to fix that turning the intervals in days. It determines at which interval, after how many days, the allocated accounts are to be done, or what should be the days gap between one dunning level to another dunning level. It determines that how many times the reminder can be sent to the customer. As per the SAP, they have been given the max to max 9 reminders you can send. Mostly we can go for the 3. So as per the business requirement, days in areas, it shows the total days gap between due date and dunning run date. So wow, for suppose we can do the areas also. For suppose today only the overdue line item. So for this particular customer, we can extend 4 5 days areas like gap between due date and running run date. So grace period. Grace period is the additional days given to the customer to make a payment while calculating the due date. System also consider the grace period. So an item whose days in areas are smaller to grace period 2 is taken as not due for the dunning notice. So we can do the grace period also. If we do the grace period for the particular thing, so we are allowing the customer to, for suppose today is the last day to go audio, so we can do the grace period 5 days. After 5 days, it has to be done like that. So these are the things we are doing. We have to do the configuration settings into the SAP. Understood? So how to do all those things? I will let you know in short. Like if you see here, just I want to log into the system by giving the user ID and password and just press enter. And if you see here, /n, FBMP is a transaction code, just press enter. If you see here, maintain the dunning procedure. So what is the dunning procedure means? We have to go with the new procedure. We have to put one procedure name and we have to give the description. This is the dunning procedure for our company code. And we have to mention the dunning interval in how many days it has to be done. So we have to do number of dunning levels we have to do. And these are all the things we have to fill and we have to go with the dunning levels. And for suppose like the system has been like when end user is run the freeze program running run, then the system will fetch the overdue item. So what is the criteria? They should be overdue items for the customer. Then only the system, if you run the running, then system will fetch the overdue items and it will be generating the reminders based on the what are the conditions we have been given, like the number of intervals, like means how many reminders, areas, and all those things. The system will calculate and it will generate it. So after that, what we are going to do, we have to set up the charges, like minimum amounts, how we have to tell the system from minimum amount, how much of amount we have to done the system. And if first 3 reminders have been given, no, for one first reminder, how much the charge and penalty is added to particular thing. Second notice, third notice we can use in INR. Minimum amounts we have to do. Done in text. Text is nothing but the body of the letter, how it has to be appear when it is going to run and it has to create the notice, so that all the things we will be putting in one place as a dunning procedure. After creation all those things, we have to go with the dunning procedure and which is applicable for the customer for particular customer. We have to go with the customer master data and we have to assign over the dunning procedure when the user is running the dunning according to the customer. If dunning procedure, then system will background check with all the condition in it fetching the overdue items, and if you run then it will be generating the reminder letter, and we can see the reminder letter, what have been given the conditions and all those things. Based on that, the letter will be generated. We can see the dunning letter and we can download the dunning letter and we can send the dunning letter on soft copy as well as like hard copy also they will send as per the requirement of the business. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow we'll see mostly configuration and end user stuff. We run the dunning and we will see how the system is behaving and all these things. And we'll move to the asset account. Tax part GST. Okay,
Okay, sir.
GST is there now. We'll see the
Yes.
GST also. That's all for today. If you have any